All right, welcome back to another episode of Ironsworn Starforged. When we last left Earl, he was on the way from KTAC 347V all the way down to Meridian Station. First jump as we tried to get our way down through the Moor Empire was not great and left us in. We came out of jump directly in the midst of a heavily populated asteroid field, mineral asteroid field, the large one, directly ahead after a little bit of scrambling and the facing of interstellar danger. Pulled up alongside the larger asteroid, thinking that we were safe, and unfortunately found out very shortly thereafter that we were not safe as a magnetic grapple or two clanked onto the side of the hull and basically immobilized us next to the asteroid field, and that is where we left things. Also with us in the ship, we have someone that we rescued from KTAC 347 from the ruins of Frey's Wrath, Arnav Zhang, or Scout, who is currently probably just getting out of the shower and is, after having been stranded on the Wrath for over a month. We're trying to get him back someplace, and yeah, things are not going smooth. And when one is traveling through Moor Empire, one wants things to go smooth, and they are not going smooth. So, we're going to find out a little bit more about what's going on here. And I think for that, we are going to start digging into the oracles and see. I have kind of an idea, but I have embraced the oracles a little bit, and we're going to see here what exactly we've got going on. So one of the options that we have here, this is on planets. I think, generally speaking, this is kind of an interesting one. It's just sort of the NPC disposition, general idea of what exactly is going on here, and we're going to kind of use this as a read on what's going on, because I haven't decided yet that the folks that have tossed the grapple onto this are necessarily hostile. Yes, they did clamp onto us, but they might have good reason. So let's find out. They are welcoming. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Welcoming, and they have the magnetic grapple. So okay, all right. So the clamps come on is, and Zeb is kind of freaking out a little bit, and then broadcasts through the ship. I say broadcast, echoing through the ship, kind of tinny, but still quite understandable.
Shut down your engines and kill your energy signal. The patrol's coming through. Shut down your engines and kill the energy signature. The patrol's coming through. Get cold. Get cold as fast as you can.
Okay. I don't have a lot of time to think about this. Well, they ain't shooting at us, Zeb, and I don't like patrols coming through, and if I don't know what they're talking about, so let's play along. And I am going to face danger, I think, with deception, stealth, and trickery. I'm going to roll shadow and basically go run silent with this thing. I pulled up against the asteroid. I'm assuming that and Zeb tells me, like, what they did was sort of cause the magnets that are attached to the side of the ship to resonate, basically like speakers, against the hull of the ship, and they did it turned way up, so it made the hull basically resonate, and that let the sound come through. Essentially, they did sort of the space version of two cans on a string. You know what? It works. All right, so we're going to face danger and see if we can get quiet here before things get unnecessarily complicated. Things are about to get unnecessarily complicated. Whoa, that stinks. Okay. Alright. Face danger, miss with a match. On a miss, you fail or more momentary success is undermined by a dire turn of events. Pay the price. Sure. I still don't really know what's going on here, but pay the price. You create an opportunity for an enemy. Okay. Alright. You create an opportunity for an enemy, and it is complicated. Complication, I'm going to go back to the Oracle. It's interesting because pay the price is a move, but it acts like an Oracle, and that's what turns me around sometimes. And for that complication, I went to the Spaceborne Peril table and got automated defenses or mines protect this area. Okay, so piecing all this together, we're magnetically tethered to the side of this asteroid, not up against it necessarily, but close to it. Something tells us to cut down our engines and reduce our signature before the patrol detects us. We decide to do that, but we don't do it quickly enough, and that creates an opportunity for an enemy. To complicate things further, automated defenses or mines protect this area. So I'm going to say, obviously, the patrol detects us, and we get these kind of patrol craft, these light, small, fast patrol craft that are in the area, detect us and the heat signature, and they're pulling up, and I'm going to say Zeb is kind of freaking out. It's like, we need to defend ourselves. And I'm like, Earl, now just calm down. Let's talk to us. No, we need to defend our... And Zeb, like, panics and fires off the engines and lurches against these magnetic clamps, which drag along the hull. I can hear them doing damage to the outside of the hull, and pulls loose. And that, of course, causes all kinds of difficulty. It agitates the patrol craft that are coming in here, and they are, broadcasting on all bands that we should stand down and defend, and we should stand down from all actions, prepare to be boarded, and Zeb is freaking out about this, and they see us lurching and trying to get away, and they open fire. Now, the magnetic grapples, at least once they detect that this is happening, like, release and drag back, and I think we are getting into our first combat, which unfortunately is on the ship, which is awesome. When you initiate combat or are forced into a fight, envision your objective and give it a rank. Envision your objective and give it a rank. That's interesting, because you're not, this is different than Ironsworn. You're not envisioning the strength of your foe. If the combat includes discrete challenges or phases, set an objective with a rank for each. Then roll if you, man, I need to, this is really clever, and I like this, and I'm going to be stealing some of that for my little game hack that I've got going on. Then roll to see if you are in control. If you are on the move, roll edge. If you're facing off against your foe, roll heart. If you're in the thick of it at close quarters, roll iron. Preparing to act against an unaware foe, roll shadow. Or caught in a trap or sizing up the situation, roll wits. We are caught in a trap. Perhaps not a trap that was set by the patrol craft, but we are definitely caught in a trap. So I'm going to be rolling plus wits. I don't believe that our ship gives us anything for this. The Overseer helps us with gaining ground, but not for entering the fray initially. So, that's fine. Caught in the trap or sizing up the situation, roll plus wits, and no modifiers on that. That gives us a weak hit. On a weak hit, choose one. Plus 2 momentum, or you are in control. The way that this was worded in Ironsworn was you had initiative or you did not have initiative. And what they are using in Starforged is you are in control or you are in a bad spot. See also the Bad Spot Starforged podcast, which is excellent. You should absolutely go and check it out. It's great. Man, do I want to be in control or do I want to have a little bit more momentum? I feel like gain ground is when you're in control and take action in a fight to reinforce your position. No. Reacting under fire is when you're in a bad spot. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm going to compare this to Ironsworn real quick so we can kind of review this, because I think it's useful and interesting to understand. Okay, so they've changed up the combat moves just a little bit. We have Enter the Fray, which is kind of what it was in the first place. Gain ground and react under fire are, at first glance, opposite sides of the same coin. Sort of a face danger in combat, not using the face danger move. Rather than relying on the face danger move, which lies outside of the combat system, you've got gain ground and react under fire, which work differently whether you are in control of the situation or in a bad spot. Strike and clash. That works the same as Strike and Clash, which we already had from Ironsworn, which work differently depending on whether or not you're in advantage or not. And taking Decisive Action is basically the completing a fight, wrapping things up. I think I've got everything I need to seize an objective, which is just wrapping things up. So you sort of have, and I'm sure you can probably still secure an advantage, that kind of thing. I'll didn't look at this ahead of time. Probably should have. Didn't expect to end up in a fight right away. Probably should have. So that's fine. I am doing Enter the Fray. I got a weak hit, and A weak hit, I'm going to take the +2 momentum because I don't really feel like I'm in control. I just don't think that's even logical at this point in time. So I'm going to take the +2 momentum. I am not in control because they have the drop on us. We have mines and stuff in the area, or automated defense systems, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to go with this, dealing with this patrol in the asteroid belt. I think that the patrol would normally be dangerous. There's just a couple of them. They're relatively small ships, but because of the automated systems and stuff like that, we're going to make that formidable, which sucks. It's going to be a big, much more complicated fight. That is annoying. All right, so we're going to go back over here to the moves, and I'm going to be, so the ship is kind of scrambling. We're pulling away. I want to try to get this big asteroid. I want to get away from this, get out in the open, get moving as fast as possible, and kind of get and maneuver around and get some asteroids between us and these guys and kind of deal with that situation. So I'm reacting under fire, I think. When you're in a bad spot and you take action in a fight to avoid danger or overcome an obstacle, envision your approach and roll. If you are in pursuit, fleeing, dodging, getting back into position, or taking cover, roll edge. That sounds right. Blocking or diverting with force, moving into a hiding or creating a distraction, changing the plan, finding a way out, or cleverly bypassing an obstacle. As much as I might like this, I think what I'm doing first is fleeing, dodging, getting back into position, or taking cover, roll plus edge. So that's one. Okay, so we got a weak hit for react under fire. With momentum, I can turn it into a strong hit. On a weak hit, you succeed, but you face a troublesome cost. Make a suffer move. 1 point hit, you stay in a bad spot. I would like to be in a better spot, so I'm going to burn my momentum as much as possible. And we're throwing everything we have into this thing. I'm burning the momentum back down to 2. And that gets us a strong hit where you succeed and you are in control. We're going to take +1 momentum. Gets us back up to 3. And so the Zeb is swinging this is not a small ship. It's not necessarily a nimble ship, but it is a big ship. So we're swinging this thing around, and we'll say, Zeb, get us some cover fire. Let's get some asteroid deflection up there in the air. I don't think we'll do any damage to them from this angle. I don't care about damage. I care about them ducking. Go. So we are tearing out there. There's blasters coming. Shields up if that's a thing, and there's certainly impacts landing and stuff like that. I hear scouts shouting over the comms about what's going on. I'm like, just get up here, I need another pair of hands. And we are tearing around this thing, and as we're doing this, I see that some of the other I see the automated defenses on a couple different, like we see on the sort of a heads-up display, like we see some little red bits light up, and it's like, what is that? It's like, that's automated defenses and mines, Earl. All right. Let's see what we got. Gain ground. When you're in control and you take action in a fight to reinforce your position or move towards an objective, envision your approach and roll. I'm fleeing, but I don't want to roll edge. There's leverage with force. Powering through or making a threat, hiding, preparing an ambush, or misdirection. Coordinating a plan, studying a situation, or cleverly gaining leverage. Coordinating a plan, studying a situation, or cleverly gaining leverage. Okay, now this is interesting because I can actually mark progress here, and that's great. I wonder what the difference is between that and strike. Mark progress twice. Dominate your foe and stay in control. Okay, I see. If you need to mark more progress, strike is your thing to do. But for right now, we're going to gain ground, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Unfortunately, I'm going to be doing fleeing or maneuvering, but I think Zeb can help me with this. Your AI module keeps watch over the vehicle systems and sensor data. When you secure an advantage or gain ground by talking through the situation with the overseer, you may roll integrity. That's awesome. Zeb, I need you to find me a route through these things. Light something up that I can pilot through here. Give me something where we can avoid most of this information. See if you can't throw them in. If these guys are going to be in pursuit, let's see if they can't get in our help get in the way of the shooting a little bit. Our integrity's at 4. So rather than rolling my crappy edge of 1, we're going to be rolling we're going to roll edge, which is a 1, but then we're going to add 3 onto it. So we're going to do gain ground, roll. We're fleeing or maneuvering, but we're going to take a 3 onto that. Frickin' gets me a 10, but that 10 gives me a weak hit. That's fine. You know what's nice about this with gain ground? A moderate hit. A weak hit. I still stay in control, which is awesome. On a hit, you stay in control. On a strong hit, you can choose 2. On a weak hit, you can choose 1. I am going to take +2 momentum, I think. Yeah, I'm going to take +2 momentum. I'd like to get my momentum back up here because I'm going to need a little bit. I'd like to get a little bit of a cushion here. So I'm picking up a little bit of momentum. We get a nice little green kind of heat map through the asteroids, and I'm piloting all that stuff. Then Scout's coming up here. And Scout is a smuggler. See if you can break line of sight on these things for a second here. Find me a place where I can duck behind some asteroids or something, and we're kind of swinging around. This is not a great ship for trying to do this, but that's fine. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to gain ground again, but I'm doing it by hiding, preparing an ambush, and misdirecting. So I'm going to roll shadow. Get some shrapnel up in the air. Zeb, can you throw out some of that? Throw out some cover fire, but shoot the rocks. Shoot the rocks. Get some more shrapnel up here. Get these things dodging around a little bit. And we are going to coordinate a plan, studying a situation. I'm still gaining ground. I'm working with Zeb on this, so I'm going to be rolling again. I'm rolling wits, but I'm also rolling the thing. And Scout is a smuggler. I feel like he should be able to help me hide stuff. See if you can find some place around here that we can pull up on this thing and then get these guys to lose connection on these things. He gives me +1 to roll and +1 momentum on, what's Dex? On smuggling courier. I feel like smuggling / courier is going to help me hide this ship. And I'm perfectly willing to take a couple of bonuses here. So what we're going to do is we are going to roll that move again. We are rolling to hide. We are taking, I'm not rolling the stat. The shadow is a 2, but I'm rolling the integrity of the ship. Because I'm getting Zeb. Oh, Zeb gave me an extra 2 momentum. An extra 1 momentum. I'm adding Zeb, so I get to add 2 onto that. But Smuggler's also helping me, which gives me a total of a +3. I'm rolling +5. That's not bad. I will happily take that. That gets me a 10 against a 4 and a 5, which is fantastic. That's another strong hit on gain ground. I have Zeb and Scout working together. This is why you can't bring along companions all the time when you're doing this thing, because it's too much of a bonus to have these guys. My camera's wonky over here, but in any case, all right. So with my connection here, +1 to roll momentum. +1 to roll and +1 momentum. Zeb gives me a +1 momentum. So I get to pick 2 off of the moves list for gain ground. Mark progress, take +2 momentum, add +1 on your next move. I am going to mark progress on dealing with the patrol in the asteroid belt. That's 1. I am going to take a +1 forward on the next roll, and I am not going to take +2 momentum, but I get +2 momentum because Zeb gives me 1 and Scout gives me 1. So I still get up to an 8. That's pretty good. All right, so I pull in on the side. Basically, I just break line of sight long enough to be able to pull up along the side, ready the guns, and we are going to strike. When you're in control and assault a foe at close quarters, roll +iron. When you're attacking at distance, roll +edge. I don't love this because I'm bad at both of these. However, I do get a +1 on this. So I'm going to roll +edge and roll with a +1 because I am striking. Oh, no. Yeah, I still get a +1 on the thing. So I am assaulting a foe with edge, and I get a +1 on the roll. I wish there was a way for me to be able to strike out of the shadows and strike with sort of an ambush kind of a thing. But that is fine. We're going to deal with that, and I'm just going to hope for the best on this thing. Burn momentum. Oh, so that's a miss. I could burn momentum for a weak hit. On a weak hit, mark progress twice, but you expose yourself to danger. You're in a bad spot. I don't want the miss, though, because the fight turns against you. Expose myself to danger. You're in a bad spot. You expose yourself to danger. It doesn't say pay the price. You're in a bad spot. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm marking progress twice, but they were ready for me to attack. And as soon as I start firing, they're immediately turning and back on us, and we're like, shit, go. But we do mark progress twice. Mark, and we fire off again and get moving. Now, we are in a bad spot, which means we do not get to act under... we do not get to gain ground, but we can react under fire because they're just lacing this whole asteroid that we're up against here with fire and that sort of thing. So we're in pursuit. We are dodging, blocking, or diverting with force. Stalwart against fear or temptation. Man, I'm struggling to think when that's going to come up, but that's probably not yet. Moving into hiding or creating a distraction, changing the plan, finding a way, or cleverly bypassing an obstacle. Changing the plan, finding a way out. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm just fleeing, dodging, getting back into position, taking cover, and I'm rolling plus edge. Yeah, and I'm burning, as I mentioned already, I'm burning momentum. So I'm rolling plus edge, and I don't have much of a good way to help with this thing. I am going to give myself the benefit of the doubt, though, and say that Scout, as a smuggler, gives me a bonus on the dodge. Now we're working together. We're working in unison. We got that whole Han and Chewie thing, the Lando and Han thing in the ship, and we're like we're kind of both piloting, and Zeb is doing his bit and throwing fire back over our shoulder at these guys. And we are going to roll. I'm fleeing, but I am going to take a 1 onto that for Earl. It gives me a weak hit. Not awesome, but I will take it. On a weak hit, you succeed, but you face a troublesome cost. Make a suffer move. You stay in a bad spot. You succeed. So I am out and away from this situation, but I kind of succeed. Make a suffer move. You stay in a bad spot. Suffer move. Lose momentum. Endure harm. Endure stress. Withstand damage. What does withstand damage? I think that's the ship, right? When your vehicle faces a damaging situation or environment, suffer -1 integrity for minor damage, 2 for serious, 3 for major. If your integrity is 0, lose momentum. Okay, take +2. Okay, so we're gonna take the hit. I'm gonna say this is minor damage, probably. 2 feels, it's not quite, I don't know. You could probably flip a coin on this one. For right now, I'm going to say this one's -1. So my integrity on the ship goes to a 3, which is not great. But it's still not terrible. We're going to do roll. Your vehicle roll. Vehicle integrity is a 3. Really hoping for a better hit on this one. Vehicle's not battered. You may lose momentum. Exchange for integrity. Otherwise, press on. Really hoping. That's not great. Shit. Okay, and I've got no way to mitigate that. So on a miss, it's worse than you thought. Suffer an additional integrity or lose momentum 2. That puts my momentum at a 0. As I careen off of some asteroids and stuff like that. Your integrity is not 0. I'm not worrying about that. Okay. All right. That stinks. Oh my god. All right. So, I'm going back to react under fire, and they're just tearing. We're pulling away, but this big old ass on this ship is just too juicy of a target, and they're just pat. We're getting rocked back and forth. It's damaging our ability to accelerate. It's damaging our ability to maneuver. It's affecting our ability to maneuver. And I'm just gonna all right, flip it around. What? Says Scout. Flip it around. Are you sure about that? Yeah. We're bigger than they are. Let's see if these things want a showdown. So we're just whipping the whole thing around and bringing the Zebulon back around at these guys. And we are going to roll react under fire. I just said there's not much way you could get this in here. Remaining stalwart against the fear. We're just charging straight at these guys. I'm going to play a little chicken with them. And playing space chicken with them. And we're going with rolling heart and charging straight at these guys. I have no bonuses. All I can do is hope that works out for me. That's a terrible roll, but theirs were worse. Frickin' A. A 4 beats a 3 and a 2 for a strong hit. That is a terrible roll, but I'll take it. On the strong hit, you succeed and you're in control. Take +1 momentum and you're in control. I want to gain ground. So we're charging at these things, and these guys kind of peel off away, and we are going to, they're not sure if they're actually going to do it, but they do seem to pause, and we are charging boldly into the action. I'm going to broadcast on all channels. This is the Zebulon Harding. We are not surrendering. And if you do not back down, you will be the people who are going to be floating home. You can call this off, or you can go home cold. Commanding. Roll plus heart. I roll plus heart, but I am, at this point in time, my heart is the same as Zeb's integrity, so that doesn't actually buy me anything to roll with the ship, which is fine. But you know what I'm going to do anyway? Because I am still going to say that I'm rolling with integrity, with the integrity of the ship, because if I do that, I get +1 momentum on a hit. So Zeb is backing this up with additional fire and stuff like Zeb, light him up. And we throw that whole thing in there, and we roll our +3, and we hope. And And that is a fracking miss. God damn it. A 1 and it's a 1 plus a 3. God bless it. That's terrible. Okay. All right. Man, we are going to get the crap kicked out of us on this thing. I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, I know I have an idea what's going on here. All right, so that was gain ground. We totally missed. On a miss, your foe gains the upper hand. The fight moves to a new position or new location, or you encounter a new peril. You are in a bad spot and must pay the price. Oh, we blundered into the freaking sentry guns. I don't think it's the equipment or vehicle malfunctions. Make the obvious negative outcome happen. Jeebus. Your equipment or your vehicle malfunctions. Okay. All right. So these things look like they're peeling off and we're charging through, but they immediately resume fire on our engines and we get we blow a bunch of connections and relays on this thing, basically blow fuses and stuff like that. And Zeb informs us that we have lost all of the attitudinal adjustment jets and stuff on the starboard side of the ship. I shout that Scout needs to keep the damn thing moving, turn it as much as possible to get him on the other side of the ship, and I am barreling back there to try to get stuff back online, and we are going to, how do I do a repair? Can I do a repair? When you make repairs on your vehicle modules, mechanical pans, or other devices, envision the situation and roll. If you make your own repairs or direct your companion to make compares, roll wits. On a hit, you gain repair points appropriate to the situation per the table below. We're under fire. I get a strong hit, gets me 2 points. Fix one broken module gets me 2 points, so I can get something back. Man, I need a strong hit on this. Okay, that's fine. But I have an asset for this, I think. When you make a move to craft, repair, or modify equipment or technology, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So I'm running back there, grabbing an emergency tool repair thing on the way, and slamming back into the, all along here, and I'm yanking panels off and shouting over the thing, asking Zeb what. Actually, while I'm going, I'm asking Zeb which panels are messed up and all that kind of stuff. So I am going to take the opportunity to secure an advantage, and that advantage is him telling me exactly where I need to go and what I need to do for that. And I am going to roll plus the integrity of the ship. Nope, no modifiers. As Zeb gives me some information on what is going on with that. So I am going to go back to my moves. We are going to secure an advantage to do. Now this one I can do with heart, which gives me the same +3 as what Zeb would do, which gives me the numbers I need. And I get a strong hit. Okay, sweet. Secure an advantage. Strong hit, take both. +2 momentum and a +1 on my next move. Awesome. So that's 2 momentum. I get another one because Zeb was helping me. He's telling me all this other kind of stuff. And then I am going to do a repair while we are under fire. And I had a +1 for it. So I get, thanks to my assets, a +1 on the repair. I'm rolling wits and I'm adding +1 momentum on a hit, and I get a +1. So it's my wits +2, and I get an additional momentum on a hit. So moves, roll, make your own repairs or direct your companion to make it plus wits. Do I have modifiers? Yes, I get 2. Fucking weak hit. That's terrible. Shit, I get shit for that. Oh, it's terrible. However, I still get, that's right, my move, nope, my asset, +1, I still get +1 momentum on a hit. That's the only thing I get. So I'm still back there, and securing advantage was a strong hit. All right, so while we're doing strong hit, he's rattling all this stuff off, and we're doing secure an advantage. And I'm going to intersperse something in here on this thing. So before I do the repair, we're going to do a move for the ship, and we got a strong hit. So I am going to have Zeb do a gain ground because he can actually do that when I'm not up there. So I do the secure an advantage. He's rattling this thing off, and he's like, I was like, just give me some more information on this. He's like, please wait. And he is going to roll his integrity it doesn't really matter. He's going to roll his integrity. I am choosing heart because that gives me the number that I need. And if I hit this, he gets another +1 momentum on a fight. So that's a strong hit. On a hit, you stay in control. On a strong hit, choose 2. On a weak hit, so he is going to take +2 momentum and not not a +1 on that other roll. 2 momentum and mark progress. So I am going to go 1 mark. That gets me a 5. That's terrible. Oh wait, just 1 mark progress. Okay, just 1 mark progress. Lordy. Okay, so this got me 1 more momentum from the repair, and I am going to. So the ship's getting shot. More freaking breakers are going off and stuff like that. Like now, there's something in the book. All right, so on a strong hit, you are in control. On a weak hit or a miss, you are in a bad spot. Okay, so we're back in a bad spot, and I'm going to try and do another repair roll. So again, rolling, I get a +1. I only get a +1 this time, which isn't great. Trying to get that repair going so I can get a better option here. We're rolling, making my own repairs. I still get a +1 because I am still a gearhead, and miss with a match. That's super. That is really great. Okay, well, you know what sucks? My momentum was a 7. So, like, your momentum has to be better than the dice to cancel out the dice. That is a painful hit. All right, so miss with a match. On a repair, on a miss, the repairs are not made in the situation worsens. Pay the price. Pay the price. I think what happens is I'm harmed. I'm just going to go with that and say that I'm harmed. I'm going to say that it's big harm because, yeah, I'm going to say that they shoot the ship while I got my hands down in the guts of this thing, and basically a bunch of that blowback goes back through me. So I am going to, where's my suffer moves here? I am going to endure harm, suffer 1 health for minor, serious, and 3 for major harm. And yeah, I'm going to go with the 3 for major harm. If your health is 0, you choose to resist the harm, or you choose to resist the harm. Roll plus health or plus iron. Whichever is higher. Strong hit, choose 1. Shake it off. If you are not wounded, take +1 health. Brace the pain, take +1. All right, so I am going to. My health, it goes down to 2. It's still higher than my iron, so I'm going to endure harm. I'm rolling plus health. Damn. All right, no bonuses on this one. Whew, weak hit. Okay, if you're not wounded, you may lose momentum in exchange for +1 health. All right, so I'm going to take my momentum to a 3. As I shake my head and kind of crawl back up to my momentum is at a 6. Still a weak hit. We are still in this horrible situation, and we are going to. Where's our combat moves? You're rolling plus iron. I don't want to be doing that, and I need to react under fire. You're in a bad spot, and you take action in a fight to avoid danger, overcome an obstacle, envision your approach, and roll. If you are okay, I was like, so I still haven't gotten the thing. Scout, bring this thing all the way, like wheel it all the way around, get it broadside, and Zeb, just unload everything you've got at these guys. Just broadside them. Blocking or diverting? We're gonna say remaining stalwart against fear. I need this side of the ship to stop getting shot for a second so I can stop getting my goddamn teeth rattled every time they shoot this thing. All right, so we're rolling plus heart, and reacting under fire. Man, this is rough. All right, no modifiers. Strong hit. Whew. Okay, so on a strong hit, you succeed and you are in control. Take +1 momentum. Great. I am going to try to repair. No, I'm going to try. Oh, it's like, they veer off, and so we're going to gain ground. We are going to. Oh boy, what are we going to do? This is a misdirect. This is a fake out. So we are just. Yeah. So we're basically trying to fake them out and get them to think that we are going to stand and fight when we're absolutely not. So they get that. We're going to try and get them to veer off and basically just give us a few seconds where they don't realize that we're not actually in pursuit. So we're just leveling things up, and as soon as they're out of, firing up the end of it, then we just don't. So we're going to do this with the shadow. Zeb, what's our integrity at? Shadow's still okay. So integrity's still at 3. So we're actually going to roll the integrity of the ship for this and have Zeb do all this thing. So we're going to roll. And all right, Zeb, here's what I want you to do. And we're firing everything. I need you to make them think that we're going to come after them. Are we going to go after them? No, we're not going to. No, of course we're not going to go after them. We're going to make them think that we are. So the reason I'm rolling heart is that it's the same as the integrity of the ship, so that gets me the roll that I need. If Zeb gets this, we get a +1 momentum on this thing. So let's do that. No modifiers. Come on, Zeb. That is a miss, but I can burn momentum for a strong hit. I will take it. So burn momentum for a strong hit. Burn. God, I'd like to get my momentum up a little bit higher, but that gives us a strong hit. We stay in control. On a strong hit, choose to mark progress, take +2 momentum, add +1 onto our next move. We get 1 more momentum from Zeb doing that, right? Did I? Yeah. Add +1 onto the next move, not a progress move. Take +2. So we're going to take +2 momentum, and we are going to mark progress, and then we are going to, okay, as soon as they're out of sight, we need to get down. We need to get down behind, out of sight. We need to lose them for a second. Just attitudinal jets only on the starboard side, or sorry, only on the leeward side, and just glide out of here. No heat signatures. Move. And we're going to roll. The move is actually shadow, but what we're going to do is we're going to gain ground, but we're still going to use the integrity of the ship, so I'm still going to be rolling hard. But scout, see if you can find something that we can just give Zeb some guidance on this. I can't see anything here. I need to repair this damn thing while we're not getting shot at. So I'm going to submit here on this, and then I'm going to take another +1 because Scout's helping us with this. Fucking weak hit. Okay. God damn it. Okay. So gain ground on a hit. You stay in control. Nice. On a weak hit, choose one. On a weak hit, you only choose one. Do I want progress or do I want momentum? I'm going to mark progress, but I still get 2 momentum because Scout is helping and because Zeb is helping with this particular move. So that gets me up to a 7 again. Oh, I'd love to get that 9, but right now I need progress more than anything else because I really need to get the hell out of here. And we are going to mark progress. We got another one here. That's great. That gets us up to 6. God. Okay. All right. So, going back to my moves, and I'm going back to repair. I really need to get this freaking roll to go off. Okay, so I am going to make your own repairs. Am I currently under fire? It doesn't matter. Make your own repairs, but I get a +1. I just get a +1. I don't get a +1 forward from the previous roll, right? Because I did, yeah, okay. So, don't think I get a +1. That was a weak hit. I didn't take a +1 forward. I did the progress. That hurt. Okay, so wait. Repair. God damn it. If I don't do this, I don't get enough. Okay, I've got to burn momentum to get a strong hit. But I'm going to burn momentum and I'm going to get a strong hit. That's fine. Strong hit when I'm under fire, let's say I'm in the field. 3 points. Clear, fix 1 broken module. Done. Technically, this is not a broken module, but it's a thing. And I am going to take +1 integrity on the vehicle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to reflect this because I didn't actually lose a module, but I am going to use this to get back integrity on the vehicle, and I'm going to burn points on that, which is going to get me back up to integrity of 5 as we get systems back online and actually repair any other device but with a complication or malfunction. I think that's what I actually do. So 2 points for that, and I only get the integrity back up to a 4, but I get the thing. Okay, attitudinal jets are back online. That was a strong hit. We need to get them. We are going to hiding, preparing an ambush, or misdirecting. Yeah, we're going to continue to hide. We're just kind of creeping through here, so it's like this whole submarine chase kind of thing down through the asteroid belts now that we're doing this, and we're just like going psh, psh, psh. We're not using the engines, we're just like shh, shh, little quick little things here, and we're rolling. Integrity is now +4, so I'm going to roll, but since we're hiding, I'm going to take the +1 smuggler too. That gives us a strong hit. Man, thank God for the bonuses for having Scout along on this thing. All right, that gets me a strong hit. That is mark progress and take +2 momentum, which I will happily do. That gets me up to a 9 on momentum and another one on dealing with the patrol in the asteroid belt. That gets me up to a 7. And see, strike sucks because you can only use it with iron and edge, and I want to like attack from. Is there an ambush thing? Oh, preparing an ambush. Rolling plus shadow. Hiding, preparing an ambush, or misdirecting. All right, let's just get out to the edge of the asteroid belt. If they get in the way, we're going to go after them. So we are going to gain ground again, and we are going to. We're creeping as low and cool as we can on this, and same thing again. Frickin' weak hit. I tell you what, it doesn't matter what bonuses I throw in on this thing, but on a weak hit you stay in control. On a hit you stay in control. On a weak hit you just choose one. I am going to mark progress, and that's what I'm going to do with that one. And for the final thing, we're going to get in. We're going to pull out away from the thing, and I think they've spotted. get that they spot us. We're going to kind of tear out of this asteroid belt and get out of here as fast as we can. Take decisive action. When you seize objective in a fight which is dealing with these guys and getting out of here, envision how you take decisive action. We're going to get out to the edge of the asteroid belt, and then we are going to gun it using all of the engines at our disposal without the stupid interference of the asteroid belt. And there's no way these little freaking asteroid runners are going to be able to keep up with this, I hope. So we're going to roll the take decisive action. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do that. Roll. Field in progress is 8. How badly will the dice screw us? Strong hit. Sweet! On the strong hit, you prevail. Take +1 momentum. I will happily do that. That puts me up to a 10. If any objectives remain and the fight continues, you are in control. Awesome. So we go back down here, and we are out and away, and we have dealt with it. They cannot keep up with us. I think what was going on here, it's like, what the hell was going on there? Oh, that's a wildcat corporate mining operation. They've probably got a group. They've got a group of contract indentured employees in there that they keep locked down in the asteroid belt under contract, but they make sure nobody can come in here and try to spirit them away. So they are pretty aggressive with the defensive boundaries, says Scout. Well, you sound like you've had dealt with them before. Well, sometimes we get a job to help smuggle some folks out of there if they get together the money they can pay for it. I'm just going to take a quick look around here and just get a general idea of where we're at. We're going to go with what's the stellar object here? Glowing orange star and Thunar chain. I like that. I don't know where. I'm just going to put this over here in the notes. We're going to add a note that the Thunar chain is. We're going to say this is a corporate held mining asteroid belt being belt heavily guarded, mined by conscript or contracted labor. Lunar chain belt in the pyre. Jiminy Christmas. Well, that's horrifying. Wish I could help those people. I'm sure that they were going to ask us for help if the patrol hadn't caught us, but there's no way we can get back in there. Not right now. Maybe sometime in the future we can. So, exploration moves. For each segment of the expedition, envision your approach. If you move at speed, roll edge, keep under the radar, stay vigilant. Alright, I don't know what the hell dropped us out of that jump in the middle of an asteroid belt, but let's be a little bit more careful this time. Stay frosty, stay vigilant, and let's get moving. That didn't even feel like any kind of progress at all. And I'm going to look at develop a relationship. When you reinforce your relationship with a connection by doing any of the following: swearing a vow, did that already. Pleading a quest to their benefit, leveraging their help in desperate circumstances. You may mark progress on the rank per the rank of the connection. Help in desperate circumstances. Well, you know what? I'm kind of feeling like I should have waited a little bit on this guy or had him be, you know what, let's make this guy dangerous. So that was 3, clear that. Mark. All right. Because I don't want to conclude him that fast. And I feel like with this run that we're doing here where I've got to get back to the thing, all the way down to Meridian, I feel like we're going to have multiple opportunities to advance that some more, so I might as well make him at least deadly. Done here, and we're needing to travel Meridian Station from KTAC. We haven't even made any progress on that. So let's go back down here to the exploration, undertaking the expedition. We are doing that by staying vigilant, rolling plus wits on that move. Let us stay vigilant and get going. We got undertaking expedition. Oh, that was a terrible roll, but their roll was worse. Thank God. Strong hit. All right, undertaking expedition. On a strong hit, you reach a waypoint. Envision the location, mark progress per the rank of your expedition. So I am marking progress on traveling to Meridian Station. And back here to the moves, we are in, what are we doing? Envision the location. So back over here to the oracles, we do a jump, and we are, let's see what we got here. We're in the outlines. Stellar object. Cool. Smoldering red star. Very common in this area. Didn't see that there would be any opportunity there necessarily. That is just fine. All right. I love it. Red star. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing trying to kill us. Let's just keep moving along. All right, so we're going to do this again. I like this. Zeb, let's just do that one more time. Scan us another route. Let's have a jump. Very good, Earl. Happy to be making that, moving along. Make an expedition using wits. Oh, no, never mind. We're going to use wits. At some point in time, I'll use Shadow, but I'm not going to. Okay, that's a miss. I can burn momentum for a strong hit, and I will absolutely do that. So, back in here, we're going to mark progress again, and let's see what happens on this location. I don't know why it burned momentum so much. There must be something here that caused a little bit of difficulty. We're going to go into the space sightings and see what planet. Vital world. This is the first life-bearing planet. Might provide some small measure of hope. Wow. Oh my god, we've got a Goldilocks world here. What do we got? Let's find out atmosphere first. Marginal atmosphere. Unhealthy to breathe this planet's atmosphere more than a few hours at a time. Okay, so it's not friendly to us necessarily. Got an orbital settlement. Jesus. Okay. Unusual day or night cycle. Oh, okay. We're gonna say it is tide locked, so it's like one side always faces the sun. That's not a huge problem, but we've definitely got a night side and a day side on this thing. Outside feature. Scarred or excavated terrain. So it was a vital world, and somebody has fucked with it. We said we had an orbital station. Okay. It is currently in battle. Okay, so yeah, basically the reason this thing robbed me of all my minimum is this situation looks incredibly complex and difficult. I feel like there was a way to get planet names, and I don't see where that one is at. Oh, settlement range. Alright. Oh, that makes sense for a orbital thing. So they're currently in battle. Alright. Add another note. Character. No, handout. Lagrange. Vital world in the Pyre. Orbital settlement. Scarred surface. Unfriendly atmosphere. Currently in battle. Whatever the heck that means. Oh yeah, we're trying to get a read on all this thing, and then right about then the attackers on the settlement notice us and start heading our way, and we're like, yeah, okay, yep, actually, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Yeah, let's make sure that they can't track us. And Scout's like, I might have a good way of doing that. We're just gonna drop a little distraction beacon here, and they're not gonna know when we actually left, so they're not gonna be able to get a read on this. Excellent, sounds excellent. Let's do that, and we are going to undertake an expedition again, but this time we are going to keep under the radar. I'm taking a +1 on this because Scout's helping me with this. That is a strong hit. Maximum roll gets the challenge dice, and that gets us out here again. Envision location, mark progress. So we're coming in well on this thing. Great. And back to the oracles for this place. Let's go back to space encounters. Breefield. A creature boneyard. Okay. I actually have a cool picture for this where it's like the rings around Saturn or something like that, but everything in the ring is just skulls. So yeah, we're scanning out here. We've got this system that's like this creature boneyard. Find a settlement name. There's a system marker here. We're gonna put a note down. All we're gonna say is space elephant graveyard somewhere. Meridian Fire. And we're just gonna let that one sit there. Another move to get us going. All right. Well, no one here. At least, hopefully, no one here right now. Let's just undertake. Get the heck. Let's just keep moving. I like this as sort of like a montage of traveling as we get all these really weird. We get a sense of the weirdness of the more empires we're jumping along through this stuff. And no bonuses on this one. We're just going to do the roll. That is an 8 against a 5 and a 9 for a weak hit. On a weak hit as above, you reach a waypoint, envision location, mark progress. As above, but the progress costs you. Choose one. Face peril at the waypoint. Let's see what's cooler about that. I'm going to mark progress. Oh, I don't know what that one was at. I'm going to say it was at a 2. Marking progress at the waypoint. It gets us up to an 8. And I kind of like the idea of just taking a supply hit coming down through all this stuff, because we're not stopping to refuel or any of this other kind of stuff. But just for the sake of argument, see if there's something that's interesting on here. We're going to go up and we're going to look at Spaceborne Peril and just see what comes up. Sabotage revealed. That doesn't really apply. Okay, I'm just going to take the supply hit down to a 1, which sucks. But yeah, we're having to get into our fuel reserves for this. He goes, that's all right. I think we're almost there. We're going to go back to the moves. I know we burned up a lot of our load here Zeb, but I think this will get us where we need to go. When your expedition comes to an end, roll a challenge dice and compare your progress. On a strong hit, you reach your destination, complete your survey. Mark a reward on your discoveries per the expedition's rank. Okay, so we're gonna finish the expedition. Oh wait, that should have been an 8. My challenge dice were a 5 and a 6. I forgot to put the progress in. So that gets me a strong hit. That's fine. Strong hit, you reach your destination, complete your survey. That was a dangerous one, so I get 2 ticks on the Discoveries Legacy track. All right, Legacies. 2 more ticks on the Discoveries. Mark. Ooh, that closed the box. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me get that over here. That closed the box on my Discoveries track. I just got XP, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first. That's sweet. All right. Okay. So we complete our thing and we arrive down here in Meridian, down in the Meridian Station. And I am going to mark progress. I also had him help with the. Okay, where's my stuff? Vows. All right. Let's get Scout back to civilization. We at least mark 2 on that. I got him back to civilization. We're gonna fulfill that one. Fucking double 10s? Are you fucking kidding me? All right. Okay. That disappoints me. Okay, let's do this thing. Some more. Let's see if I roll this one. Oh, I got a strong hit on the retrieving mysterious cargo from the ship in orbit around K347. Great. All right. Okay. So we got back to the system. Okay. That marks me 2 tracks on my legacies, or my quests rather. So that gets me 2 more XP. So that's a total of 4 that I've got. Wait, oh yeah, I actually did I just completed something for Dex there. So I completed a quest for Dex by bringing this thing back, and I had him help me with the thing. God dang it. All right, let me look at that move. What the fuck, Scout? Quest moves. Fulfill your vow. When you reach the end of the quest, on a miss, your vow is undone through an unexpected complication or realization. Envision what happens and choose one. Envision? Okay, I don't even know. So we pull up into Meridian Station. Port Authority is a little surprised to hear from us, I wouldn't doubt. And I let Dex know that I've got the fucking delivery that they wanted. They sound pleased about that. I said, yeah. And I'd like to know if you heard anything back about that little question that I had for you. And well, we might. Great. So I'm going to go back over to the oracles. We're going to look at story complications. Trap is sprung. So we get, I got to pace here and I shouldn't be pacing because then it loses off the camera. Okay, so we pull up in the Meridian Station. I let Dex know that the thing is there, and I just leave it in a Dropbox. I put it in like a cargo container or something like that, and I just have a bot like put it into a generic cargo container and drop it into one of the like sort of retrieving warehouses or something like that, and just let Dex know it is completely anonymous. Trap is sprung, and I tell Scout, I said, well, Meridian Station here. I suppose it counts as a kind of civilization. I got a few things I need to be poking around here. I'd like to talk to the son of a bitch in charge of Port Authority about a little bomb that got left on here last time. And he's like, a bomb? I'm like, yeah, it's complicated. But if this works for you, I'm going to drop you off right here. And we start to pull off walk off the gangplank together out into the system. Buy you a drink? You certainly can. You certainly can. And we pull out in there, and a bunch of guns. Like freaking armed people just flipping everywhere. All right. Trap is sprung. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Go back to the moves, and we recommit to the quest. Roll both challenge dice, take the lowest value, and clear that number of progress boxes. Then raise the vow's rank by 1. Take the lowest value as a 4. Go back to the vows. Raise, clear. Basically, we get back to 5. So we're going to go to formidable, dangerous for a second. Mark twice. So it goes up to dangerous. Apparently, we just and I hear Scott say, get back in the ship. Yeah. And we dive back into the ship, and there's freaking there's freaking blasts coming everywhere around us, and projectile weapons going off everywhere. We're diving back into the damn hatch. Close the hatch, Zeb! Close the hatch! And that's where we're going to stop. I think the complication is Meridian is basically just going to be like a no-fly zone for me at this point. Man, they do not want us back here at the station. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, I definitely did not quite deliver Scout back to civilization. I'm gonna have to get him. Someplace else. And there we go. All right, well, the good news is under legacies, I did complete discoveries and quests. So I've got actually 4 XP by completing a couple of different quests and some traveling and stuff like that. I did actually gather up some XP, so I do actually get to progress some stuff. Couple of options that I have here. This is interesting. When you finish an expedition in your starship and score a hit, this journey strengthens your ties to your ship and any fellow travelers. You and your allies may mark 1 tick on your bond's legacy track, which is kind of cool. When you withstand, I can have Zeb say something like, I can expand Zeb to say when you withstand damage and roll on the miss table, the overseer will do what it can to help. Roll twice on the table and choose either result. Or, and I kind of like this, the overseer can pilot this vehicle independently when you face danger by handing over control to the AI in an emergency, or summon the vehicle remotely within a hazardous situation. You may roll plus integrity. If you do, take +1 momentum on a hit. I kind of like that. That would be 2 XP. Also under my other assets, I could, when you face danger, to cobble together an ad hoc. Okay, so I haven't. When you face danger, to cobble together an ad hoc tool, device, or weapon, envision what you intend to create. On a hit, you can add +1 whenever you're making a move aided by that item. If you roll a 1, then it's broken. When you check your gear, you gather information by studying or disassembling a machine or device. Reroll any dice. Could have used that for the bomb. On a match, you reveal unexpected function, capability, or danger. With sufficient time, you may face danger to assemble or enhance a device for a powerful but limited roll. One time only when you or your ally make a move aided by the device, take an automatic strong hit. If you're in a fight, also mark progress. I'm going to have to do some research. We're going to figure out what's going on there. I got some XP to spend. Theoretically, I could buy Scout as an ally, like just get him as a companion or something like that, but I'm probably not going to do that since I'm already pretty far along getting a bond with him. So, all right, we're going to be getting away from Zebulon, or from Meridian Station now, quickly. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing some research and figuring out what assets, what to spend this XP on. My spirit is strong. My health has been better. My supply has been a lot better. My momentum, not so much. And we have still quite a few vows to deal with here, although I did manage to retrieve the serious cargo from the ship around K-TAC, so that one is done. That's fine. I still haven't learned what happened to the former crew of the Zebulon Harrowing, but I'm starting to think Meridian Station had something to fucking do with it. Rat bastards. I got some work to do. And I don't know exactly where I'm going to find safe harbor out here, so let's see. All right. See you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me while I, blast my way down through Morian Pyre. Have a good night.